What's good, my fellow trading companions and friends? I will go over the trading day today. I made around 400 bucks. Not the proudest day, but five trades. I mean, three of them were break-even trades, but I don't know. I would prefer to keep my trade amount a little bit smaller. That's a little bit more healthier for me, and from statistics, I know that if I keep on going after the sign of these five trades with more trades, I will blow up. So I will try to get that out of hand. Let's go over the trading day. What did I see? Mhm. Okay, I came into the market. Let's start on the daily actually, because that makes way more sense. As you know from my previous recaps, I closely watched this consolidation range for the past 2 months. And for now, I wanted to see bearish, or for the last week, I wanted to see bearish, but we did sweep the consolidation low, respected the 50% mark of that wick and this gap, and also with an extreme good reversal candle and a new daily swing point. Let's go over the 4 hour. We had a 4 hour gap here. Wait, I will mark it out. Let's make it green. Let's go over to the 1 hour. I came into the market with a split bias. We are bullish, and I did wanted to see a bullish continuation, but as you know, I focus on daily profiles, and this seemed like an Asia high of day. And with the Asia high of day here, we had a 1 hour fair value gap, 830 manipulated into the 1 hour fair value gap. So from my logic, I wanted to see Asia low as my sell side. Asia low was my sell side target, yeah? That's important to know here. And what did we actually do at market open? We took sell side in one run. I wanted to see shorts. I wanted to get shorts to the sell side target, yeah? This is very important. But, and this is a thing I fight with the last days or the last week. In the last 2 weeks, I started taking trades based off intuition, yeah? And there is a, how shall I say it, a thin line you can cross with intuition trades at my level in trading. And you shouldn't cross that, because if you take intuition trades more and more frequently after they hit, you basically just trade intuition only. And this is not my target, my goal. But what did I do? Because I didn't really fiend for a trade, but the candle I wanted to see was in place. So what did I do for some reason after we swapped sell side? After we swapped sell side, I marked this 50% level of that 1 minute candle, and we also had SMT here. So I thought, okay, why not intuition based, a one-to-one short of intuition and SMT? Bruh, that's the last thing he said. I will turn the executions on, but please be careful, the rainbow will light up. Okay, we're in replay mode, so it doesn't really matter. I will show it to you later. What did we do? We raped the stop loss. Yeah, that's important to know. And then I took a breath, or I took a breath basically the whole trade, because I just saw ES rallying. And then I saw a pretty important signature price, in my opinion at least. We had a London sweep at 9:30 with SMT. And if there's one of the best profiles I saw in backtesting the markets in the last year, it's when 9:30 sweeps a session high or low, and we have SMT there, and we react from there. So I got my loss for the day for a normal percentage, normal leverage. I took my 0.5% loss because I trade the 100K, and my profit target goal for the payout is 4,500. But with the inverse, I want to take it a little bit slower and take 0.5% trades to have a little bit more room with 7 stop loss, because we have 3.5K stop loss. Anyways, After I saw that, and this is the thing I debated with myself today. I have this rule where when I take one loss or one win, I go away. But then you have to talk about pain tolerance. And pain tolerance is something very important in trading. And for me, at this point, I knew, okay, there will be a one-to-one RW long for me if I take this. I'm so sure in it, I basically knew it. Or I assumed that I knew it. And at that point, I debated with myself, will it hurt more if I take it and lose it? Or will it hurt more if I don't enter it and it goes to TP? And it would hurt more if I don't enter it and it goes to TP. And due to taking the risk low anyways, I was like, okay, it doesn't matter. Sometimes you have to take a trade based off your gut. And don't get me wrong, this first short was not even 1% of my model, bro. I mean, it's good logic. It's basically logical, but taking a trade after my drawn liquidity was hit, based off the EQ of a 1 minute candle at 9:30, bro, I had better decisions in life. I had better times. Anyways, what did I do? I think I did this one here. After we inversed at 1 minute, I took a step long, I think. Yeah, I took a step long here. And I wanted to take it for this high. For 1 to 2 to basically get green, or actually just get to 1 to 1 R and then put the stop loss to 1 to 1 R. What did we do? We swept our internal high, which was our break-even point at that time. Wait, I need to turn executions on because I think there was a break-even inside there. It wasn't just the loss on too long. Okay, don't worry. Rainbow attack, bro. Ooh, it looks way more, but these are 5 trades, so don't worry. Ah, no. I did that. Yeah. I think I took this trade, yeah. I took this long and let it run. I was letting it run and it edged my TP and then it edged my trail stop loss because I just wanted to lock in profits and be break even, yeah. What did I then do? Yeah, and then, how shall I describe it, bro? And then the intuition came in again, and these are things I need to avoid. I took a step short off of intuition for a 1 to 1 somewhere right here. Yeah. I took a step short, but I think I wanted a little bit more and I got edged and basically got break evened. What did I then do? I waited. Did I wait? I don't even know. That doesn't make sense. 2 shorts and 2 longs, but I didn't take a long up there. I don't know where that comes from, so it probably was 4 trades. I basically took a break even there and then I waited. And I thought, okay, let's wrap this up because if there will be a play, it will be out of that 5 minute for a continuation to get this swing high. Yeah, to get this swing high. So I waited. This was a 2 minute. Yeah, this was a 2 minute, and I waited. And we came off the 5, and we started to chop. And I thought, okay, for me to take a classical long entry clean model trade, the chop needs to clear up because, bruh, who wants to long from here? But I looked closer and saw we had a tiny SMT here and here and here and here. And to be honest, with the conviction I had in longs at that point, I was okay with taking the trade based off that. So what did I do? I waited for the 1 minute inverse, not the 2 minute inverse, important, and placed a limit order right here for a 1 to 1. And it got snatched right here. And okay, don't worry. Now I see where the problem lies. I didn't take 5 trades because 5 trades, it was just way too much. That would be ridiculous. And I thought to myself that that can't be true, but Tradify doesn't lie. Now I see where the problem lies. In the last days, I have problems with fully locking in and being focused because I trade from work. And I took this of a market or limit of a limit without preset orders, and I took a step long, a buy limit, and I basically placed the order buy stop. So what did happen when we triggered take profit? I instantly got set in another trade and basically averaged in, and thank God that I insta closed out as I saw it, because that would have gotten on my nerves, and I would probably have been stopped. I would have been stopped break even here for sure with the trailed entry. Anyways, these were my 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, they were 4 trades with a loss, a win, a break even, and another win. Why did I take this fourth trade? Because the conviction was just there. This is it isn't the cleanest 5-minute continuation, but it is a 5-minute continuation with enough narrative to take it. And also the overall narrative behind it. I took my standard deviation, saw that, and I thought, okay, we were at different standard deviation. We will get a change in IPDA expectancy now, and I want to take a stab short. That got some break even, but shouldn't have taken the trade. No real entry trigger, just intuition, just a bad trade. And the long, just of pure narrative and conviction and experience. So let's take the loss and break even for the day. The loss, no entry model, pure intuition trade of bullshit. Not even, I stand behind Joseph when he says we react, not predict. What the hell was that for me, bro? I'm convinced in waiting what happens after a session sweep. And what did I do? I did bullshit, bro. Anyways, so the loss can be avoided. The win should never be avoided because this was a classical A+ setup. The break even should have been avoided because of no real entry trigger. And the second win shouldn't. You could have avoided it because of that chopness down here with all that built up liquidity, but it was also a good trade. Would take it again for sure. That was it from me. I will write it down so it clicks a little bit more in my head, and I will probably go over the last 2 weeks on this Friday with doing a half monthly recap where I go over my failures or things to improve to get this shit done and to get the payout road confirmed, bro. Anyways, have a good one. It was a good time again. Something like that. I'm super tired.